Okay, so we all know AI is changing the game, especially when it comes to how we make decisions. But as we start handing over more and more of our thinking to these incredibly powerful systems, we're staring down a massive choice. Is our AI going to be a helpful partner that makes us smarter, or is it going to be a subtle persuader, quietly shaping our lives? That choice, right there, is going to define our future. I mean, think about it. Do you ever just feel totally paralyzed by all the choices you have to make? What to watch, what to eat, who to date, what career path to take? Modern life throws an endless stream of options at us, and all that opportunity can get pretty exhausting. So you'd think AI would be the perfect fix for this, right? An agent that can just sift through all that noise and help us pick the best option. But here's the catch. That convenience comes with a really profound risk. A kind of hidden dilemma about who's actually calling the shots. What we're talking about here is really a two-sided trap. The source material likens it to sailing between two monsters from Greek mythology. On one side, we lose our agency. We're so swamped by complexity that we just can't act. We're frozen. On the other side, we lose our autonomy. Technology guides our choices so seamlessly that we're not really free. We just end up on, autocomplete for life. And this is where it all clicks into place. These two ideas, agency and autonomy, they're completely tied together. I mean, what's the point of having the freedom to choose if you're too overwhelmed to actually pick one? And what good is making a choice if it was secretly engineered for you by an algorithm? One is useless without the other. To really get a handle on this risk, this danger of losing our autonomy, we have to talk about a philosophy that's already everywhere, one that AI is perfectly positioned to supercharge. And that's the nudge. So what exactly is a nudge? Well, it's a subtle push. It's an idea from behavioral economics that steers you toward a certain choice without actually forcing you. The folks who back this call it liberal paternalism. Liberal because, hey, you're still technically free to do what you want, and paternalism because someone else, the government, a company, is deciding what's best for you and giving you a little push in that direction. And you've definitely seen these around, even if you didn't know what they were called. Things like being automatically enrolled in your company's retirement plan, or how some places make organ donation opt-out instead of opt-in. These are all classic nudges, usually used by governments with good intentions, trying to improve our collective well-being. But here's the scary part. What happens when you combine this idea with the incredible power of AI? The danger just explodes. The source argues that what used to be soft paternalism quickly morphs into a kind of soft totalitarianism. An AI could tailor nudges just for you, so personalized that no one else would ever see them. Public debate dies. Society stops learning because some central system is silently curating our reality for us. This brings us to a massive fork in the road. We can design our future AI based on one of two really ancient ideas: the art of persuasion, which is rhetoric, or the art of truth-seeking, which is philosophy. Let's break that down. On one side, you've got the nudging AI. It's built on rhetoric. Its whole goal is to persuade you. It gives you answers, and it's all designed to get you to a specific, predetermined outcome. Then on the other side, you have the philosophical AI. Its goal is totally different. It's there to help you find the truth by asking you questions, forcing you to think, and helping you arrive at a judgment that is 100% your own. It's funny, Plato actually nailed this thousands of years ago. He had this brilliant analogy. He said rhetoric is like cookery. It's basically mental junk food. It's tasty, it feels good, it gives you a quick hit of satisfaction that makes you come back for more. But it offers zero real nourishment. It doesn't help you grow. So, if the nudging AI is the problem, what's the solution? Well, the paper argues we need a philosophic turn. We need to fundamentally redesign AI to be a kind of Socratic partner in our own thinking process. The whole point of this partnership is to help you achieve what the author calls a rotetic equilibrium. Now, I know, it's a mouthful, but the idea behind it is actually simple and really powerful. It just means getting to a belief or a decision that is so solid and so truly yours that it holds up even after you've wrestled with the toughest possible questions and counter-arguments. It's a view you can own. So how would this actually work in practice? Well, it's a pretty straightforward process. You start with your gut reaction, your initial opinion on something. Then the AI steps in, not to give you an answer, but to pose a catalytic question. a really sharp question designed to make you think. You reflect on it, and through that process, you end up at a much stronger place, a view you can confidently call your own. Honestly, the best way to think about this is like having a really, really good philosophy tutor. A great tutor doesn't just tell you what they think. They help you clarify your own thinking. They know exactly what question to ask to poke holes in your assumptions and guide you to a conclusion that's more robust and well-reasoned. That's the job we want AI to have. But you might be wondering, where does the AI get these perfect questions? It's not just making them up. It would pull from something the source calls an inquiry complex. Just think of it like a huge living library, or maybe a Wikipedia of the absolute best questions on any topic, built not by one company, but by whole communities of people, all dedicated to getting closer to the truth. So this all sounds amazing in theory, right? A philosophical partner in your pocket. But what would it actually take to build this kind of autonomy-preserving AI? Well, the paper lays out a pretty clear blueprint. Building this thing requires a completely different mindset. First, it's all about control. It has to be private to protect your freedom to think whatever you want. And it has to be decentralized so that you own and control your AI, not some giant corporation. Second, it has to be dynamic. It needs to be secure so it can't be manipulated, but also modular and open, so you and your AI can actually learn from each other. And finally, this all works best in a competitive marketplace, an entire ecosystem of different agents and question sets that you can choose from. So when you boil it all down, here's the real takeaway. Saying no to AI isn't really an option anymore. It's already here. It's already being woven into the fabric of our world. The real urgent choice we all face isn't if we'll use AI, it's what kind of AI we're going to build. And that leaves us with the big question. For all of us, for the future we are building right now. Are we going to design AI to be a slick persuader that just quietly manages our lives for us? Or are we going to build it to be a true partner, one that actually strengthens our own ability to think, to reason, and to be the authors of our own lives? The choice is ours.